And now I want to show you guys something else. I was watching Nickich last night, and this is like, if you wanted to make a story, the script writers of Nickich stream could not have been better. So Nickich, as we know, right, 1828 in Emerald 3, he's been struggling, right? He's not having the best time. He's coming back to wonderful, lovely North America, and he's having a rough time, right? So I'm gonna go to bed, and then I suddenly tune on his stream, and I'm like just watching, chilling, and then the most unlikely things I've ever seen in my life happens. So he plays this game first, where he's playing Viego, and
Annie, your goal not hitting me now, bro. 0-3 more than enough, bro.
His Annie and Sigs essentially completely run down the game, and the Annie flames Nickich the whole time, and the Sigs is perma-trolling Nickich, saying that he's like distracting him and that he got cheesed and all that stuff, right? And they end up losing this game with the Sigs and the Annie going like 30 deaths combined or something like that. So as you see, Sigs is 2-10, Annie is 2-11, Sigs is 2-11, Annie is 2-10, and they end up losing this game, not having the best time, and the Sigs is just perma-trolling. He's saying he got cheesed and shit like that. And you just think like, okay, happens, right? They had an unfortunate game. They lost this game. Happens. So then, Nick tries to add both the Sigs and the Annie to talk to them in voice chat to flame with them, right? And he ends up adding the Sigs, and the Sigs is just so chill that when Nick tries to flame him, he just loses all energy to flame him, and it just ends up being like, listen.
Yo,
what's up?
cue it up.
What happened last game, man?
It was a rough one. I got cheesed, and then my Soraka was late to lane, and it was a disaster from there.
Why?
Hoping to have a better game right now.
I just don't understand how it's a doomed game in Emerald because Soraka gets. I just don't understand how a cheese like ruins the game, bro. We're playing in Emerald, you know?
Oh, we were just like behind because they were able to zone us from XP.
And Nick just loses all willpower to actually flame this guy because he's just like, you know, he's not mad at all. Like, how do you flame someone who's not even mad, right? So then they end up playing together. And I want you to think now, Nick just played with an Annie that went like 3-15, and with a Sigs that went 3-12. He chose to duo with the Sigs to play with him again. And
not even playing season 9.
and they end up playing together. They end up having an Orianna that starts to AFK and just start trolling, and they end up losing this game, right? And it's like, unlucky, the Orianna is just perma-trolling, like you'll see here.
The game was can't reach.
The Orianna is just like not trying to play the game. The Orianna is perma blaming Nick. She's like flashing in place. And they end up losing this game as well, right? So now he's played with the Sigs one more time and lost with him again.
He does even proactively push. Did you vote?
And he got inted by his Orianna. Now what happens here is something that I've never seen ever before. This is just like pure rage.
Sorry the games didn't go so hot.
No, it's all good, bro. You try it. That's all I can ask for, all right?
Also, I forgot to mention, during this whole game, Nick pretended to be a 17-year-old with exams in the middle of summer because he called the Sigs Unk at the start of the call, so he had to justify it by pretending that he was really young. So it was a weird LARPing session going on there. And then, okay, now, the mid laner...
That guy sucks.
The mid laner that Nick just played with, that went 0-4 on Orianna, or 0-5, and just started running the game down, didn't want to try to win. They get into an adding and removing competition here. This, I've never seen this before. They both start to add each other, and then remove each other on repeat, and just spam.
You were terrible at jungling. Here, come, bro. Come speak, bro. I just got refunded LP for you, bro.
Look at this. Do you see now? Enemy will remove him.
Spell pedophile. You can't even spell, bro.
And look what happens now. I've never seen this in my whole life, bro.
LP. No. Let me add you back, and I'm gonna tell you about I'm gonna tell you all about my refunded LP I just got. You're gonna add me back. I'm gonna tell you all about my refunded LP I just got from you.
The lion.
And I'm gonna hit you with a report, bro.
It's going crazy in Emerald.
Yo, I'm adding you, bro. You're adding me.
They just keep adding and removing each other.
Bro, you're gonna spend all this money on this Uzi setup, right? You're gonna spend all this money for the Uzi stuff, right? This is the Uzi thing, right? We're gonna spend all this money on this Uzi shit, bro, to be playing in fucking Emerald and A. I'm thinking a mobile mid should blah, 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 blah.
The tier list's on the Jackspektra LOL YouTube channel.
Bro, just no. We're not. Oh, I'm queuing up. I'm doing this back.
Look, they're just adding and removing each other. It's the most random shit I've ever seen.
Enjoy the stream, you fat slobbering pig, bro. You fat and a loser, bro.
Okay. So this was pretty fucking random, right? Now I want you to remember. So the start of this story was Nick got inted by a 6, which he proceeded to add and then play with. And he got inted by an Annie that flamed him the whole time, right? So he already played with the SIGs and duoed with him.
Bro.
So what are the odds that now his mid laner is the Annie that also inted him and flamed him on repeat? Like, no way, no? That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
No, I don't think it. Oh my god, bro. My Xerath is the guy who added me, bro. Oh, we're so cooked, man. My Xerath is the guy that added me. And just said, don't ever jungle. Oh my god.
Oh, that's the fucking Annie.
Oh my god, bro. Is he gonna type to me, man? Yo, how? Tell me he waited, bro. Tell me he waited to play. Tell me he waited to play.
Oh.
Waited 39 minutes to do this shit to me, bro. 3 games in a row, I swapped the barrier and champ select.
Bro, the lion is making enemies in Emerald. It's fucking insane. And then this game was crazy.
Carry, bro. This is gonna be a good game, guys. This is gonna be a good
Like,
game. Don't worry. Guys, I'm not even worried. This is gonna be an awesome game.
It starts
This
off,
game's gonna be sick as fuck.
Nickich doesn't have...
Flamed, harassed, and target inted.
So the game is looking pretty good. He gets his full clear off.
Maybe we could do a little cheese thing here. Someone do this right.
And he does a little gank towards bot. He picks up a few kills. And overall, if we just go to 15 minutes...
Pleasure. Yo, the Viego stinks of shit, for anyone wondering. Sure.
Like, the game looks really won, you know? At 15 minutes, 20-7 kills.
Nah, I might fuck around and steal this.
The game is completely won, you know? Despite all the odds, with the Seraph, it's fine. It's completely fine. They're gonna win this game. Looks like a pretty free win.
No point. All good, bro. Hey, Izzy, thanks for kills, by the way.
There's no way we lose, right?
Pantheon, kill number
There's no way we lose from this. His Pantheon is 9-0. His Pantheon is 9-0. You know? Like, it's just, there's no way. There's no way. So let's see what happens. They get the Herald.
No, bro, haven't. Can't say I have. Can't say I have. Doesn't sound terrible.
Everything is pretty chill. He's up a level on the Viego, forcing him away.
In smite range and I can't get the E off, like what?
That's Senna going melee range on the
I
Yasuo.
think Senna has AIDS there, by the way. Here, bro.
The Lion presses ulti, but he doesn't get the passive proc. Bit of a disaster. Diego gets the Pantheon Corpse and the Lion is dead.
Yo, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
And what's important to realize here is that enemy just got objective bounty off of mid tower. They got 1k off of the 9-0 Pantheon.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
And you can tell...
I'm my Lich Bane least, man.
You can tell that things are starting to go wrong in the chat.
For a 9-1 Pantheon, I don't think you could be more useless. I can't believe he ultied in and actually just, like, doesn't, like, put him in a kebab, by the way. You're not...
And then Viego is getting more and more fed. Nick dies again? No, he flashes out. Or maybe he does die. He does die.
No, I'm just dead, bro. Like, allow me, let it run. Bro, I'm mega inting, bro. No, bro, let me die. Yo, just good luck, bro. I'm gonna deafen and hope we win, bro. I'm gonna deafen and hope this game's won. I'm just gonna deafen, bro. Yo, I'm a terrorist. I know. Just chill. Yo, I'm a terrorist. It's fine. I know I am. It's fine.
And then, after a gruesome 15 more minutes, they even get Baron Nashor, and they pick up a bunch of kills.
Yo, what just happened to my champion, by the way? I couldn't click.
the lion.
Yo, I misplayed this fight hella, by the way. I killed them all there. I was like legit stunned, I think, but. I did not. No, I had them.
And they're in the game, you know. They're trying to win. They're trying to do their best.
It was in fact not support.
But then Nickich dies inside of their base. I think he dies. I mean, he kind of used the bad ulti here. Dies to the smolder. And then while he's dead, his team all fights.
Run. Nice, he missed it.
Viego's getting more and more fed. Till Viego
This guy is a terrorist, bro. Oh my
starts
God.
Nash. This was like midnight. I was gonna sleep, but I couldn't sleep, bro. I couldn't sleep. I had to watch. I had to see. That he doesn't press ulti.
He bursted me, bro. I thought I'd have a second because I'm trying to wait for my R so I can get a good R on him.
And then they get Nash. They get both inhib. The game is pretty much GG.
I'm a flash.
And his whole team dies. And they lose the game.
He might just be stupid.
So now, somehow, Nickich got inted by the Annie and Sigs, and he duo queued with the Sigs to get inted by him. And then he found the Annie again, and lost with him as well. And after this point, after this game, I stopped watching. But I think the Lion continued losing. I think the Lion, the hunted has become the prey.
Again,
And then his whole team rides jungle div. The hunter has become the prey. I mean,
guys, jungle gap. It's just another game of jungle gap, bro. Another game of jungle gap. 3 minutes of ads. Another game of jungle gap, bro. Every game's jungle gap, man. The enemy jungler is superior to me every single game, bro. Every single game, bro. Yo, enemy jungler played better again. It happens, bro. Enemy jungler clearly played superior, bro. Pantheon, you were given 9 kills in 10 minutes, bro. Jungle diff. Happens, bro. Just report them all, man. All good, man. You guys were really good. You guys got held back by your jungler. You guys got held back by your jungler, and you got held back by your jungler, bro. We'll play it all.
you know, every time I thought he said 3 minutes of ads, I didn't think he actually played ads. But I've been getting ads every single fucking time. And then the cherry on top is he plays one more game, and they just get stomped and lose. Bro, I can't believe he streamed for nearly 9 hours. Because I would have been mentally broken after, like... After one of these games, bro. After one of these games.
Right now, while we have, they have no ultis. We got luck.
And he just kept on losing game after game. Tragedy after tragedy. Oof. And the Lion... But the thing is, at least he ends the stream off. He loses this game. But at least he ends the stream off with a win. Right? He ends the stream off with a win. But then, after having played for 9 gruesome hours, finally getting a win in Emerald, the Lion receives... How much LP do you guys think you should get? Normally when you're like smurfing, you know, you're playing in Emerald, you get like maybe like 30 LP, you know? You'll get like 27, 28 maybe if you're like struggling a bit. Maybe you'll get like 25 if you're like really starting to struggle in the MMR section. But you know, Nickich, he got Master Korea, and you know, he's been like high elo NA for many years. So, you know, surely like Emerald, you know, should be pretty fine. I'm
gonna do my thing, he does his thing, bro. We don't need to compare or compete, man. I'm just doing my thing.
Let's see what he gets.
I think are cool. If I wanted to climb, bro, like I would just go sit there and play Nocturne all day like I did in Korea, bro, and climb, you know what I mean? What was your peak on EU West? Not really relevant, bro. Not really relevant, all this. I wasn't really playing serious in Europe, bro. I was kind of just... Bro, I don't know how we're gonna ask my peak in Europe when I was legit just slut maxing in Europe, bro. Please, can you show some respect to the streamer? Plus 19 in Emerald! Yo, we're going the freshest of fresh accounts ever, bro. Yo, guys, we gotta go on the freshest of...
Bro, he has negative... I think he has negative MMR. Like, I'm pretty sure if you get 19, you lose like 21. It's so fucking noob.
Wait, is this the guy that inted me before? Wait.
Oh my god. The Lion. The Lion has become docile. The Lion's been put in the zoo. Oof.
No, this guy didn't play with me. Okay. Nah, we gotta go on the freshest of freshest accounts, bro.
So that was my evening. That was my evening. It was certainly a fun ride, I will say, a very fun ride.